Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutation to all the brothers out there pushing His word, sincerity, and the truth. Shalom to all the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping His word, sincerity, and the truth. Okay, I just want to go into these scriptures real quick. It's going to be a quick lesson, and it's just based off of, my experience of what I just, when I went to go get my license renewed. So I'm going to get the scriptures real quick, and then I'm going to go into the account. So this is Isaiah 32, verses 1 and 2. It says, "Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And the king is Yahweh Shah, and the princes ruling in judgment is the 144,000, the governing body that's going to rule the kingdom of heaven under Yahweh Shah." It says, "And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land." Right. So a man of the Lord will be basically stability and protection from all the chaos and the tribulations that's going to come upon this world, especially Jacob's trouble. And he's going to be that covering for the for women. This is Isaiah 13, verse 12. It says, "I will make a man," which is a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, a man of the Lord, the elect. "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir," which he's making them precious now, but they're gonna be the most precious during the time of Jacob's trouble. The most precious thing during the time of tribulation and chaos when it comes to America in full force is gonna be a man of the Lord. A man of the elect. And this is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. "In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." Right. And that time is coming, where the Lord is going to make it to where women will be seeking out the men of the Lord because they need protection and stability from everything that's going to happen to them, and everything that's ultimately going to happen over here in America. So to get into the account, I had to go get my license renewed, so I had to leave work early today. And so I left work, and I knew the road that I needed to go on. I knew exactly where I needed to go, but it's been some years since I actually been. So I decided to put it in my GPS, but I didn't put the exact location in. I just put the road in. And so it took me on a detour, and when I thought about it, I'm like, it's not even going to take me to the exact location, so let me put the exact location in. Let me look it up and put it in. So I did that while I was driving, and then I got the exact location. So when I got there, it was a little later than what I could have actually done. So when I got there, I went in, I told them that I needed to get my license renewed, and she gave me the paperwork. So I sat down and filled it out, and then I went back up there, and there was a line, and it was already a lady talking to her, but I waited for a little while. Then and the lady told her that she had an appointment, and so it reminded me to tell her that I had an appointment at the front desk too. So when I told her, she went on and took my paperwork and printed out my ticket. And when I got my ticket, the number was A44. I must like it, A144. And so I got excited, and I was trying to hide that excitement. But the ticket number was A144. And so I printed it. I sat down, I took a picture of it, and I waited like 2 minutes, and then they called my number, A144, on the intercom. So I went up to the window, and it was already 3 women on the, it was 5 windows total. It was 3 women to my left. I was on the window number 5, and there was one to my right. I think it was a man. It was a couple people that actually switched out, but everyone to my left stayed there until I was either done or just about done. And so the one to my left, immediate left, it was a young woman. She was, probably in her 20s or early 30s, but I used Cash App to pay for it. My license renewal, and I put the money on there. Everything was fine. I used my card, swiped it, and went through, no problem. the woman beside me, she didn't have her bank card with her. And so she forgot it. She went to the car to check, came back, didn't have it. And so she was running out of options. And the people behind the desk, she suggested maybe, Cash App. And so the young lady, she tried to use her Cash App, her and the woman beside her to her left. And neither one of their Cash Apps was working. They couldn't use it. They couldn't tap the screen. They couldn't add no money or nothing, And so the woman immediately beside me, she was already running out of options. The one beside her, she had to go back to check her card to see if she could find her card or anything, because she couldn't pay for whatever it was that she had to pay for. And the woman, I think behind the desk, I don't know who she was in front of. I think she tried her Cash App and it wasn't working either. But like I said, I had just did mine literally while I was standing up there. And just to mention again, it was a woman to my left, a woman to her left, and a woman to her left. So it was 3 women to my left, and then I had one window to my right, but it was just different people cycling through. So all 3 of those women, or at least 2 of them, I know for sure 2 of them tried the Cash App and it would not work. And they wasn't together or anything. So they tried theirs and it wouldn't work, it wouldn't go through. So the one immediately to my left, like I said, it looked like she was in her 20s or her early 30s. She, like I said, she ran out of options then, so she wound up saying she'd just have to come back tomorrow. And my first mind was to be like, I can cover it for you, and you just, you pay me back, you have to send me your, she had to pay me back before she left or whatever. But then, I guess, through the spirit, my second mind was like, nah, don't do that. Watch how this play out. So I'm sitting up here watching them the whole time, trying to figure out why their Cash App not working and why they can't pay for their transaction, because she didn't have her bank card. And like I said, she couldn't do anything else. So she wound up just saying she had to come back the next day. And throughout this whole encounter, she didn't even look my way or anything. She didn't look at me or nothing. But while I was watching this encounter, it made me think about the scriptures, especially Isaiah 4:1, because in Jacob's trouble, when convenience is taken away and technology is taken away, when everything is taken away from the people, especially these women, they don't have access to what they need. They're gonna be looking, they're gonna be seeking and searching for a man of the Lord. And this just made me also think about a way where the Lord could just, show forth his power, and show, because when people gonna know who the Lord's elect is during that time. So it could have been a situation where all the cards, readers, everything in the DMV wasn't working. They couldn't take no cards, they couldn't do no transactions. And I walk up there and they tell me that the system shut down, nothing is working. But the lady that's ringing me up, my transaction go through, and then the same lady that's beside me, she tried on the cashier that I had, and she tried it and it doesn't work. It just made me think about different scenarios, how the Lord can play this out. But at the end of the day, it's the Lord showcasing his power. So like I said, it started with when I got there and I got the tag number A144. And I even thought about it while I was on my way there, because at first I was kind of frustrated that I didn't look it up. I didn't take the route that I knew. But at the same time, I remember one of the brothers said, even things like that is all the will of the Lord, And I thought about that after I put the route in. I'm like, well, maybe it's the will of the Lord that I didn't put it in, It could have been something minor, but it turned out to be, when I got there, I got the ticket number A144. And like I said, when I got there, those 3 women that was already on my left side were already in line before I even started filling out my paperwork. So they'd been there before I was. And I left before 2 of them, except for the one to my immediate left, the one who I was watching, who Cash App wasn't working, So it just put me in that mindset that, that time is coming, it's getting closer. But also, too, I didn't have anything to worry about. Even if my Cash App didn't work, I still had means to pay for it. But it just put me in that mindset like, dang, something like that could have been a situation, or something like that can be a situation for one of the elect men out here, one of the brothers out here, where they see that you're able to take care of your business and everything, and they can't, and they're in desperation. And so now they're looking at you, and she could have left, went outside and waited for me outside, and then, begged me for whatever, or, any other, but, any situation, just put me in that mindset. So, Lord will, it's an edifying lesson, and I gave all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua when I got in the car, because, like I said, I was excited just from seeing A144. I got that ticket when I got there. So, Lord will, it was an edifying lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Shalom to all the brothers, sisters, and children that they're keeping this word sincerity and the truth. And shalom to the brothers that they're pushing this word sincerity and the truth. Shalom.